Rainbow Warriors will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You know, sometimes it's less about the X's and the O's. It's more about the Jimmies and the Joes and who's out there on the field making plays. Fourth down, in your own end, early in the game. You trust your guys to make a play, and they do it.
Complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Finds his man. It's Haynes. At the 40, there he goes. Lowers those pads. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And then that's the problem with the free flicker, right? It takes time to develop, and you could tell they handed it off. They didn't really bite it too much and continue to rush the pass or get to the quarterback and put a good lick on him, Jesse, as he's throwing the football.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to be kicking themselves when they watch this on film because they had a touchdown on that play. If they could have just given the quarterback another split second to throw.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking downfield, it's McNabb. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Gonna run it. It's Price. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Steps away. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Throws for the end zone. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. A strike downfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for the score. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Barnes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire to the left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Got a man. It's Barnes. Across the 25, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And
This offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points.
Breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Using his legs to buy some time. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Back to throw, it's McNabb. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Sends it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Alexander.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Caught behind the line. It's Lofton. Touchdown, Warriors! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's McNabb. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going right and going deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It's first down from the 11. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Got it!